Their spirit, ancestors, archangels, animal guides, all those loving light beings who walk with us. I pray to be humbled as Mother Gaia would have me to be humbled. I pray to understand Mother Gaia at a soul deep level without abusing the esoteric knowledge that is provided in this point in time or at any point in time. And the purpose and intention of this message is to put out the next 6 months collectively so that the collective conscience will be mindful of the spiritual warfare that is coming to a halt. However, we need to understand how it's going to play out. So I want to say thank you, Spirit, for using me as a vessel so I can deliver this message. And we have the bag, trauma don't last always. Last. But the word last is standing out. So I'm going to pull a couple of things. Loss of love offers. If someone's getting karma, they're not able to get any love offers. We have focus more on being intellectually challenged. Prepare to deal with circumstances practically. And the overall energy of the next 6 months is witchcraft. So magic is about to pick up. Even though it's not a good idea to abuse the moon cycles after this full moon, and right now it is currently March 9th, 2022. So if you're watching this after the day, you're going to be noticing, you'll be able to have a timeline, a trace. Well, I had a certain kind of interaction with such and such. And it's March right now, so it's March 9th. So March 9th, if you're watching this after this full moon, just be mindful. You're going to be able to track a timeline of when a person started spiraling out of control and breaking down. I'm going to go check on my food, but we're going to discuss the next 6 months. Okay? All right. So I'm intuitively picking up right now that magic is about to up the ante by 2.3% over the next 6 months. 2.3% may not seem like a lot for magic, but when you're doing energy work and you're combining probabilities, you want to be mindful to maintain your balance, because even 2.3% can be a bit heavy. Now, it's 2.3% rise in magic practitioners due to a lot of people connecting magic to fears and phobias. But those who are getting a lot of shitty karma and they want to protect themselves, they may start out doing the magic because they want to protect themselves. And then it turns into they're just becoming out straight tyrants, okay? and they will not be aware of the moon cycles. This actually will be used in your favor. All right? So that's why witchcraft will be rising by 2.3%. So the next 6 months is just an all-out magical war. And most of it is going to be energy. No one's going to really have the balls to come up to you and physically assault you. It's mostly going to be a lot of energy work behind closed doors, closet witches. And people will be spying on you to see if it's working. Okay? It's going to be important to use self-discipline to eat healthy, because you may notice you may be having cravings for certain food, and you're going to be having memories come up connected to the food. You may have like ate a favorite food connected to a trauma. So when you eat a certain food connected to a trauma from childhood, the memories of that trauma are going to come up, okay? That doesn't mean you stop eating that food. That means you allow that trauma to process itself. So while people may be psychically attacking you energetically, you'll be healing, okay? Also, over the next 6 months, slang is about to pick back up. You notice how we had decades, the 70s, where groovy, things like that. There's about to be so many new means of slang out here. And this is a beautiful thing, because it means that people are uniting. No more is a politically correct form of communication going to be accepted. It makes people feel confined. It has people constantly feeling as if they're being dissected. So you could literally within 2 to 3 months of after March, go into a psychiatric hospital, explain your symptoms of depression in slang, and they will actually take the time to understand you and not just say, well, you have psychosis because you're not communicating the way we were taught that you're supposed to communicate in school, okay? So be mindful that you're going to notice slang picking up, and it may not be shared in the music industry. It's going to be picking up in everyday stuff, okay? Advertisement, if you're in advertisement, this is a good time to start, gold mine. Now, if you are an advertiser who is manipulative, you are not going to be well accepted. But if you're original and high vibrational, let's just say the advertisement world is going to love you. Anybody who steals your content will highly regret it. Home security systems is a good investment as well. And the stock market, of course. Karmics are going to be having their homes broken into, raided. You love and light, you and your family is safe. But if you are not love and light, there's going to be a safety issue. So if you want to start putting a couple of dollars into a security system now, go ahead, a security company now, you'll know when to take the money out. The same karmics that went above and beyond to make you not feel safe, well, they about to experience what it's like to not feel safe, okay? All right. We'll light some incense as well. Keep the vibes up. Also, if you want to have vibrational side of karma, you are going to be getting to know your inner child really well over the next 6 months. You and your inner child are going to be connecting. It's like, you ever seen those people that are so inspiring? Like, I remember there was a woman who wanted, had a fascination with Barbie, right? She loved Barbie. So she got her dream home. I'm sorry. She got her dream home and made it look like Barbie. And at the time when I was in a poverty mentality, I was thinking, how is it that she's able to afford that? The only reason she's getting away with living that lifestyle is because she has the money. And now that I'm, aware, she just basically manifested her dream life. It's not about how much money does that person have or what does that person not have. Really, you're going to be connecting with your inner child. And you and your inner child are going to be co-creating the ideal life that you want to live with your ancestors and things of that nature. Over the next 6 months, you're going to be getting to know your ancestors really well. Like, you're going to see that you have been underestimating your ancestors. And you're going to see that you've been somewhat seeing your ancestors through the eyes of limitation. You know how we got this human flesh? You might have been looking at your ancestors as they can only do what a human body can do. No, you're going to discover your ancestors can do a whole lot. And you're going to stop underestimating yourself too. In fact, over the next 6 months, you're going to be doing a lot of releasing of old systems that told you, I can't do this, I can't do that. And you're going to be doing some things that people would say that is humanly impossible. And instead of you trying to, explain to them, well, it is possible because this biology factor and this and that together logically. But if you do that, you're going to have opportunities come in and try to create conflict for you. So you're going to be doing some superhuman things and it's going to be blowing people's minds. And they're just going to be like, how are you doing that? Over the next 6 months, you're going to be releasing, explaining yourself to people, and people who will be doing spell work on you. They're just going to sit back and watch to see if the spell work is working. Also, karmics are going to be leaving you alone if you're a love and light worker. They're going to be having too much conflict with the people they're trying to get away from. It seems as if the more they try to obsess over you, the more they attract conflict. So you'll see a lot of videos letting you know somebody from the past is trying to come back. Don't fear it. Just be like, okay, thank you. Because as you evolve, your past is going to try to act as if they're evolving and constantly trying to find a brand new way to inch their way back into your life. In fact, over the next 6 months, you're going to look at yourself as like an apple. An apple is delicious, nutritious, but also some very alluring about an apple. And because there's this certain stigma connected to, Eve and the apple tree, people who don't want people to know that they took a bite of the apple, they're going to be like, I didn't bite the apple, and you're going to be able to tell they bit the apple. So these people are kind of like worms trying to burrow a hole through a perfectly good apple. However, you will know exactly how to protect you and your loved ones. Basically, this whole thing we going through is a magical war. But to the outside people, it looks like, well, we're having financial issues. Oh my gosh, this policy isn't working. Literally, this whole war was started by power-hungry people who literally wanted to be able to control the masses using magic. They were experimenting in some very dark, nasty shit. But when they started getting those return to senders, they started trying to cloak. And then when that cloaking couldn't work, this is where they started trying to defamate the character of the people they was doing magic on. And when the people whose character was being defamated was like, fuck that shit, defamate my character all day, bitch. I'm going to stand 10 toes down for myself. But this is where these same people who was trying to take people's magical abilities by any means necessary decided to create illusion magic. I mean, on a deeper, darker level. This is why if you have vibrational, you may have people trying to offer you a music deal, a modeling gig, when you came here to do something much bigger than that. Now, some light workers will be going into the music industry. They going to be going into some very dark, seedy industries, and they will be protected. But if that's not where you led to go, don't go that way. Okay? But some light workers, over the next 6 months, if you're a light worker and you are basically with a God body, you're going to have a lot of, here's this opportunity. If somebody's like, I'll just give you the opportunity, don't take it. You would like an opportunity where you're able to learn from scratch. Okay? I am planning on going to Penn Foster. Definitely donate to my Cash App, whatever you feel led to do. But I definitely, I really like Penn Foster College. Feel I could get a couple of degrees and do something I enjoy doing. But if you're high vibrational, you are very magnetic, you're going to have people who just do not respect boundaries, and they're going to try to be covert about it as usual. And they're going to try to offer you these opportunities that are really traps to put you in the public eye. They're already doing psychological warfare on you at this point as it is. So the psychological warfare would pick up because you would be surrounded by snakes and phonies. Oh my gosh, we love you. They would be acting like they're these different type people, but you'll be picking up on the energies off. You'll be picking up on the fact that they took up these personas of these unique individuals and things, and they're just trying to basically, get you to feel comfortable. Like, I'm different, I'm unique. When before it was everybody act the same, or we gonna game stalk you. And now it's I'm so different and weird and eccentric, and you're gonna be picking up on, but you don't even feel comfortable doing this persona. So you're going to, as you're releasing old belief systems from the past that don't serve you, you will feel less emotion connected to denying an opportunity that is not meant for you over the next 6 months. Also, over the next 6 months, something to take into consideration, these offers are going to get more aggressive, okay? But it's going to be done in a way where it looks as if this opportunity is once in a lifetime. No, this opportunity is not once in a lifetime. There's a lot of talented people. Anyone could get it. They're just trying to specifically target you. Stay a free sovereign being, and continue to grow and evolve. And you're also going to be learning, with the new slang picking up, you're not going to really give a damn how somebody perceives how you speak. For example, if you're masculine and you are inclined to a lot of feminine energy, you're not going to give a flying fuck if somebody says, this is what I expect from a divine counterpart. I'm picking up on, for a divine masculine who will probably watch this in the future, you may meet a false divine feminine, and she might be trying to put pressure on you, after you supposedly lower your guard down, or the aspect of you that's vulnerable where she thinks you lower your guard down, and she'll, try to get you to feel super comfortable, and then start subliminally, like, trying to antagonize you. Like, so this is not what I expected from you. So a divine masculine I'm picking up is going to be healing from a very toxic relationship with a toxic feminine who acted like a divine feminine, by meeting someone that acted just like their past, and then walking away and starting to get epiphany after epiphany. And right when you release that person will come knocking. And if you got kids with them, well, do not worry. If they're like, I want to put you on child support, I want to do this, I want to do that, Spirit is saying, convene with your ancestors. Because honestly, the person that I'm picking up on, if you're a divine masculine, if you have children with someone, they was going to do that shit anyway. They was going to try to keep you tethered to them by any means necessary. So, loss of love offers. So, in this time, as you're watching this over the next 6 months, even when summertime passes, you're going to be getting a steady stream of love offers. Okay? A steady stream. Even if you do decide to, get into a healthy relationship connection, there's still people that don't respect a divine unionships. They're still going to try to break it up, right? So if you are going to be in a healthy divine union and train with love on it, is riding past, there's going to be a lot of magic done to break up the relationship, okay? And this is where you're going to be like emotionally pulling away from trying to defend yourself in a relationship, trying to explain to a partner, look, we need to work together to make sure there's harmony. In fact, you're going to realize that when you just like, look, if we're going to have harmony, we're going to have harmony. I'm not going to have to overexert myself to let people know what's up in a relationship dynamic. It's going to come natural. So you're going to notice if you are going to be meeting your divine counterpart within these 6 months, that your divine counterpart is naturally going to be intuitive, emotionally balanced, and they're going to be open with you talking about the spiritual attacks, okay? Also, they will not cloak around you, and you can tell someone's trying to cloak their energy because they're trying to put out an agenda. But people who just like genuine, they like, look, however you perceive me is how you perceive me. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. You also gonna have toxic people trying to take on this I'm real persona. However, that's not gonna work in their favor because it's gonna look awkward. It's gonna feel awkward. It's like, you know, when you're having a conversation with a real person, it flows like instant smoke, right? But if you a fake person try to come in and try to act like, yeah, and they try to put their input, the energy is just like, so animalistic nature. Over the next 6 months, everybody's gonna be connecting to the animalistic nature. Let me go check on the food. Yeah, everybody's gonna be connecting to the animalistic nature. This is important to know. You want to you'll have a lot of animal totems coming up to let you know things about yourself. And instead of like looking at it as, oh my gosh, I need to change this aspect about myself, just embrace it. You may have several different spirit animals that you might be like, these don't make sense combined together, but that's when your imagination was blocked because your childhood was taken from you. Well, there was a lie put out. We can't combine these things because if others don't perceive it to make sense, then it doesn't make sense. You're going to remove that over the next 6 months. You're going to start to really see how that's been limiting your imagination. And you're going to realize, look, these things are different in their own unique way. They're meant to be different. They're meant to stand out. So because it's meant to stand out, I'm not going to say it's not meant to fit. It fits in its own unique way. And I'm going to honor that. However I'm being asked to honor it, I will. And you're going to be creating some things that ain't never been created before. You also, over the next 6 months, you're going to have a whole bunch of people copying you. However, if you start to notice you have just a few people supporting you, that's the energy's good, be grateful for this. Because it's better to have a few consistent supporters than a large quantity of clout chasers. Now, a lot of karmics are going to be attracting a lot of clout chasers. This is going to be very interesting because a lot of us have been told we need a lot of likes to be seen, a lot of likes to be heard. No, you don't. Literally a few good here and there is enough. For example, you could have a multi-billionaire watching you. And, you could be helping them literally, connect back to their roots and clean up karma. And you may have a random amount of money show up in your account right when you least expect it. You know what I'm saying? Versus the person who has a whole bunch of clout chasers following them. And they're begging for donations. So in this moment, really realize it's not about quantity, it's about quality. And you're going to notice people that are attracting quantity are going to be highly jealous of the quality you're attracting over the next 6 months. All right. Oh, thank God. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I'm about to be eating soon. the next 6 months, there's gonna be a whole lot of below the surface conversations. So you remember the terminology, let's break the ice? Well, when you're gonna start to notice, it's like Antarctica is melting. People's icebergs are going to be melting, and they're going to be having genuine conversations. So the mental health industry is definitely going to be changing. That's why you're going to have a lot of posers trying to act like they're real, but it's going to come off like the energy's just going to be off. And these people are trying to act like they're real. They go and did a lot of practice to sound a certain way. I'm seeing somebody, when they get a few moments to themselves away from other karmics, they're trying to like practice a persona. They're afraid to show this persona in front of the karmics. But when they get around someone who's actually genuine, they put this persona on. And the karmics look at them like, bruh, you don't need to act like that. And so it's basically the karmics are going to be treated like the outsiders, okay? If you have been called a misfit, weird, crazy, over the next 6 months, you're going to be basically the one setting standards. And this right here is not, I'm not going to call this shit healthy. We are basically a representation of going within to discover one's true nature. We are not here to set standards of this is how you live. For example, some of you guys are going to be tapping into celebrity energy, and you're going to be able to see that it's not that celebrities, you know, are friends with certain people because of status. They're friends with people that they can trust. They're friends with people who is not so focused on what they got going on. Why do you think a celebrity doesn't interact too much with fans? The fans are codependent. The fans would bring whatever drama they got with them to that celebrity's home, family. So you're going to be tapping into a lot of celebrity energy. You know, if you've been labeled a misfit and you have experienced so much adverse abuse, and you're still loving life. And people who have an abusive nature are really going to just be trying to figure out how to hide their abusive nature. I'm also picking up, there's going to be some very interesting fashion statements taking place over the next 6 months. It's going to be a lot of futuristic trends. Like, you might even have people who start busting out wearing costumes, and it's gonna be so well received. So let's say you have somebody targeting your mental health in the past. These people are gonna be in shock and awe that they try to stop you from being authentic because they didn't want you to receive love. So, but you're going to be so well received. We got targeting heart chakra to block abilities. So if you're currently experiencing psychological warfare, gang stalking, no worries. The only reason it's being done is so you could fear. They want to put fear in you the way they're fearing their own lives being taken, because that's going to happen shortly as well. And they don't want you to protect yourself energetically. Remember, the next 6 months, magic is going to be huge. There's going to be so many layers of magic being done that you may be doing a lot of cleansings. You may be combining different protection magical rituals together, and there's going to be some very potent protection magic going around for love and light people. Okay. Also, people not be able to read your energy if you're love and light. However, the more love you have for yourself, and the more love, especially the more love you receive from others who start waking up, who like, I'm different. Yeah, I'm different. More hate will be sent your way by people who you walked away from mostly, but people who, feel that they could not exploit you. Okay? And you're going to be developing ways to return that energy to sender in unique ways. Very unique ways. I'll be putting that out there. All right. Also, you'll be receiving manifestations. Some manifestations may show up as upheaval. Now, this may sound like an interesting way to receive a manifestation, but if you're able to have a high vibrational perspective when your manifestations are coming in and they're showing up as upheaval, well, wow, that's magical, right? Upheaval is actually a blessing because it shows you how much of an alchemist that you are. Okay. Alchemy, when I first read the book, The Alchemist, I was thinking I had to do things the exact same way it was done in the book, but I started to discover my own unique way is my own unique way. So you're going to be discovering alchemy in your own unique way over the next 6 months. It's going to be a flabbergast to anyone who's trying to copy you, because they're going to be losing a lot of resources. It's like they're going to be getting a little bit of information. They're going to be seeing things, trying to make it work for them. It's not. What's real interesting is, even if they get it, it's not going to work for them. And they're going to just feel like, oh my gosh, I just wasted so much money. But because I bought it, let me make it look like this is what I want. This is what I'm happy with. Okay? So over the next 6 months, a lot of individuals who have been trying to get an understanding of you better than they know themselves, they're going to be even more disconnected from themselves, but not the kind of disconnection where you need to fear for your life. There's stages to disconnection. First, there's a grief period when you have severe soul trauma loss. Then there's a period where you may project onto another. Then there's a period where truth hits, and then you start declining, and you start trying to seek outside validation from somebody, and you attract predators. And even if you even have an inkling where it's like, I want to harm someone, you won't be able to do it because there's stages to it, and it just goes downhill from there. So do not fret over these next 6 months if you're a light worker. But if you're a dark worker and you don't have discernment, you might actually be meeting other dark workers who are into some insidious shit just like you. And they might interpret you as a light worker, and they may do some heinous things to sacrifice you. Okay? Alrighty, so with this focus more on being intellectually challenged, with this blank sheet of paper, there's going to be a lot of breakthroughs coming out intellectually. So before, the intellectual game was monopolized, dominated by straight, crazy-making sociopathic narcissists. And now we're going to be having breakthroughs. You know how you have those beautiful, lovely souls in history who like, I discovered the atom. And it seems like it's once every blue moon that you got a genius. No, we're coming to a stage where genius is everywhere. Just like, I'm a genius. I'm unique. I'm going to put my stuff out. So there's going to be a lot of breakthroughs coming out. People are going to be expressing their breakthroughs. And you're going to have the government trying to steal it, put it all together. And people just going to be like, anywho, let's go straight to the source. So over the next 6 months, a seed is being planted so that Lynette Hall, ACS representative 646-939-9443 is calling. 646-939-9443. What does Miss Lynette Hall want of ACS? What does Miss Lynette Hall want? She want to apologize? No, boo, it's too late, baby. I forgive you, but keep that to yourself. And she ain't even going to do it in a way where it's like, I fucked up, I'm sorry. She trying to apologize in a way where it's like, I don't want these allegations that you put out about me to be proven true. So I'm trying to set you up in a way where I'm apologizing out of great shame and guilt. But I'm also trying to make it look as if what you said was a lie. No, honey. So if anybody want a woman like Lynette Hall, I gave you the number. Rewind it back and call her, because she want attention bad. Also, she likes women. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But she's super aggressive and abusive. So if you are an abusive, aggressive type female, and am I lying? No. Getting it straight from my intuition. Go on, call her. She ain't gonna know what hit her. She been stalking and gang stalking the shit out of me like it ain't nobody goddamn business. So, hey, I'm just saying, you want a woman that wants you, right? I don't want your ass. You can't tell the truth worth of shit. Anyway, let's keep going. So, you know how you have the geniuses who seem to be ahead of their time? If you ahead of your time, you will start receiving alkaloids and things, but it's not going to be because you said, look, here I am. People naturally gonna energetically flock to you. You ain't gonna have to invest into no press. where people are spending a lot of money so that, you know, like look at me on the billboard, people are energetically going to find your content. So when we say focus more on being intellectually challenged, you know, there's a lot of wise, intelligent people. They're going to be putting their theories out. No more are people going to be like, I don't want people to think I'm crazy if I share this, or I don't want people to steal my stuff. People going to be like, yo, if you try to steal my intellectual property and it was given to me by source, that's on you. That ain't got shit to do with me. So you're going to see a lot of platforms coming up where people are going to be putting out their theories. And it ain't going to be on some shit where you're going to still have some stupid people trying to argue like that's not true, I have proof. It's going to be more where you're going to have like-minded people who are open-minded but who think differently come together, and they're going to be like, I never heard of this before. I never seen it this way before. What you think about that? And things like that, you know? And it's gonna be, it's like the government is gonna be seeing people expressing themselves in such an authentic manner that they're gonna be hella scared to start passing any illegal laws, because they passed 26 laws in the last 3 months that if you get caught up in the law, so the law so you can be so it can be extended, that you have to deal with a bunch of toxic ass people. Like, they gonna be scared as hell to keep passing these laws, because people gonna be discovering these laws I'm talking about, and they gonna say, hold on, you telling me my case got extended because this law was set up and nobody knew about it? All right. I like this color. Also, creativity is about to be sparking up for the next 6 months. Okay. And it's going to show up intellectually as well. You know, as I go back to slang, different ways of speaking are about to come out. You know what I'm saying? And it's not going to be on some, what you talking about? It's going to be on some wavelength like, I understand you, even though I'm not like able to comprehend the wordage. I feel the energy of what you're saying and I understand it. So you're going to have a bunch of open-minded people connected to each other, speaking their own fucking language, and everybody just getting along, and outsiders who are karmics going to be like, I want to get in. I want to get in. And it's going to be like, if I have to explain how I'm speaking or what I'm saying to you, and you can't literally read the energy, I don't want to fuck with you, because this is me using my life force to explain who I am to someone who doesn't understand who they are. So because karmics ain't gonna want to just humble themselves and simply say, I was wrong, I'm trying to be friends with you and I'm not an equal match, they're gonna be trying to copy the slang and acting like they know what it means. And then they're gonna try to they're gonna be doing some highly stalkerish sociopathic shit. They're gonna be reading the body language, over thinking the context clues of they wore that today. They said this, they did it this way, so it must mean this way, but then they said it this way. So they're gonna try to act as if they came up with a concept, and people are gonna be like, you for real? And they're gonna energetically find the source of the slang. So you may be noticing, you know, over the next 6 months, your content, you may have, if you've got a public platform, more people will be investing into you in some form or fashion. And it's going to be in a way where you won't be overwhelmed. It'll feel as if I can breathe, right? Okay, so we'll put that away. Prepare to deal with circumstances practically. So this is where, for the next 6 months, a lot of us who have matured spiritually will start, we're going to be grounded enough to go after the justice that is due to us. So before we were supposed to get the physical justice, we had to learn how to surrender to God. Especially if you got karmics that just don't know they fucking place. Like, leave you alone. You don't need to be calling, okay? You're already in hot water and you're digging a hole a bit deeper. So at this point, you basically, if you have been setting boundaries with people, you have left a trail of clues to get some sociopaths locked the fuck up. The kind of sociopaths who look like the school teacher, who's a sweet, kind soul. I'm a school teacher. But really is sadistic as shit. You have left so much clues and trails to prepare for one of the biggest motherfucking lawsuits, if you got to take it there, where everybody will go down. So over the next 6 months, you're going to be trusting yourself and the path that you're led on as you are being prepared to take karmic justice, like work with karma, because karma breaking some bitches down right now. Yeah, karma breaking some people down, so that when it's time to go to court, if you have to go to court, these people ain't gonna be able to sit there and have a whole bunch of people in lie and say, well, this is the evidence we have and this is what it says. They're gonna be like, I know what it looks like, but it's not what it looks like. Before, light workers had to deal with people, well, this is what it is, and this is what it isn't, and this is a story we're sticking to. And now light workers are going into court with people like, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. It's like, you wouldn't have been saying sorry if you had got caught. I forgive you, but get the fuck out my face. So, as an empath, you're going to start to notice a whole bunch of karmics are receiving karma. You're receiving your karma too, all right? And they're hoping that you would take pity on them. They don't care how the people they with that they don't want to be around treat them. They're like, please, can you give me some mercy? When I gave you mercy, you abused it. And so you're going to have extra protection to keep these crazy fuckers away. Because the more sadder some of these karmics get, the more stalkerish they become. And they're going to leave trails of what the fuck they doing. Especially the ones that's real book smart, they gonna take things to themselves. Ain't nobody gonna know what I did. Ain't nobody gonna have any idea what I'm doing. And they not gonna be aware that somebody's following them and watching me. Like, there's gonna be so much evidence if you have to go to court against a few people. These are the type of people where you can end, like something can end with them, and they literally will still be stalking you afterwards. Like, Miss Lynette Hall, the type of person that after this case is over with, she will literally be trying to find out where I stayed at after the case is over. So this is where, do not fret, do not worry. Realize we live in a world that it don't matter if you a light worker or a dark worker. Dark workers stop dark workers and light workers. It's not just light workers, but they definitely love to pick apart light workers. But You don't have to worry about a whole bunch of stalkers if you're a light worker. You're going to have so many dark workers trying to act like you in this point in time. Dark workers ain't going to know who's who. And if they can't find you, they're going to try to get somebody close to you, okay? All right, so we're about to do a 3-power pivot card. What we gonna use? Which cards we gonna use? Oh, Mother Peace. I haven't used this one in a long time. All right, we have 3 pals, and we're gonna get messages from one card, and it's what you need to hear right now. Simplicity. You know, simplicity. I'm learning how to be simple. So, Spirit, what card do we have for pal 1? What card do we have for pal 2? And what card do we have for pal 3? What card? If the same one I saw comes up, that's just something big going on. But pal 3, okay. So it's 3 pals. Normally I do my lives, I don't really post the times because I figure, hey, you hear what you need to hear. Like the way I watch videos, I kind of just skip parts and things. You know, I skip a part, come back to when I need to. If I sit and watch a whole thing, it was meant for me too. But if I don't, you know. All right, so beautiful, lovely souls. Let's climb into the energy of simplicity. All right. So beautiful, we're gonna start beautiful pile 1. The energy you have is Ace of Cups, and I just saw 10 of Hearts. So the message that you need to hear, good job on the self-love. You're gonna be finding new ways to love yourself, and do not take it personal if those that you walked away from still refuse to acknowledge your growth. Do not take it personal if there are those who try to downplay your journey. It's simply a reflection that they have huge regrets for not seeing you for who you are. But there's a reason they weren't able to see you for who you truly are, because they would have been more vicious to you. These are people who will literally kill you just to have a piece of you. If you don't want anything to do with them, they're willing to stalk you, bambush you, and kill you. Also, so because these people are highly possessive, I'm picking up. They are so highly possessive and so emotionally and mentally unstable that And they're so sociopathic, I'm picking up, that they're willing to act like I'm a healthy, normal citizen. I do healthy, normal citizen shit. But really, you reflect them what they most want, and they don't know how to get it. So they figure the closest way to get it is to get to you. Spirit is protecting you from them. This is people who don't understand boundaries. It doesn't matter if you say, look, you doing too much. They still like, I don't care. There's someone you can get the law involved and they still like, I don't care. So Spirit wants to say, good job on the self-love. Good job on pouring love into yourself instead of feeding yourself fear about what is this person will try to do to me if I stay to myself. And with this Ace of Cups in reverse, like how you love yourself is being so well received. It's people that you have dealings with, maybe in this present moment, that you're trying to break karmic cycles with, and you are going to successfully do it. You're going to discover through acts of self-love how to surrender completely to the universe even more, and you're going to discover that you just being yourself is enough. I also feel like if you pick Power One, you're also discovering that the journey is not about, okay, I got rid of these karmics, I beat them at this game they're playing. You're gonna discover is you learning to trust yourself is the greatest thing ever. Because literally, you can get well known, become famous, travel the world, and you'll still have some crazy ass psychotic ex still trying to get to you, still trying to interfere with your life. And so it's a choice. Do I let this person's actions have me doubt myself and doubt my spirit team, my ancestors? Or do I let this person's obsession with my love energy, do I let it stop my flow of love? No. This is just more reason to increase it, because there's literally no end to how much self-love you can give yourself. And this person who's stalking you is just kind of like, well, you got all that self-love shit, I can live for years and days off you. But literally you will get sick with this person. This person would eat through all of your energy, would use it and abuse it, and do fuck shit with it. So you're being protected from this person. You're being advised, and I heard warned too, but to just like literally just give that love to yourself and do not fear. But what if they try to take it from me? They can't take it from you. It's a choice. Like, you're so protected that if you choose to walk into danger, well, then you'll attract danger. But if you say, I'm going to have self-discipline, mind my own business, do what I need to do, and work through this moment where I'm feeling uncomfortable, whatever's coming up from my childhood, well, this person ain't gonna never be able to find you, because you're always gonna be trusting your intuition, going here, going there, and anyone trying to find you gonna be like, where are they? They were just there 5 minutes ago. And you're going to be at a place where in the future, it don't matter. You could be standing right next to a person that want to hurt you. You ain't gonna have no fucking fear in your heart, and that person will not hurt you because they gonna realize, shit, man, I got a lot to lose. You know? So to sum up the Ace of Cups, what you need to know right now is that what you're doing is right where you need to be. You are right where you need to be. Your self-love is so freaking beautiful. It's inspiring a nation of people to be uncomfortable emotionally And then they experience highs, natural highs. And then it gives them a reason to keep going, because you're teaching a lot of people that just because you make peace with yourself doesn't mean others are going to support it. You're showing people that when you make peace with yourself, somebody who's not comfortable with themselves will become sociopathic if they become obsessed with you. You're showing people, do not be afraid of your self-love. Do not turn your self-love off. Do not isolate yourself. You're showing people, express yourself. Stop comparing yourself and give yourself the love that you always wanted. It's waking up a whole ass nation. It's changing fucking government policies. It's having the government like literally be like, this person don't know how powerful he is. Like literally, there's a whole nation of people waking up. There's different trends every day. The stock market going up and down. They're not reporting all the stock market shit, because the stuff that used to sell, like iPhones and shit, people like, I can get an iPhone and have an iPhone bud in my ear. They ain't got nobody I want to talk to on that shit. People like, I want to invest into a dating app. I want to meet somebody worth meeting. I want to read a self-help book. I want to fucking paint. I want to make fucking music, damn it. I want to be able to just be good at music and not feel like somebody trying to offer me some sleazy ass music deal. Like, the world is changing. And now the people in power is having to slow down like, shit, yo, if we put out another thing, well, it might be a fucking riot. Because people going to be like, you got this law saying I could possibly get evicted. I'm taking this shit to court. And they're just saying, well, this is the law. But then we hearing about we in debt. We in war. But you invest in this shit into shit that don't nobody care about. So literally, if you chose Power One, you may not be having people come out and say, you changing shit. When I say you changing shit, you changing shit. But you really changing shit. You speaking, you sharing how you feel, you not being afraid of people coming up against you, is having people think, shit, why am I holding back? So Power One, I know I said to sum it up, but to sum it up, keep doing your self-love, because what you're going to notice is you got no reason to fear. Like I said, you could be in a room full of killers, man. They ain't going to hurt you. That's it, all right? We're going to go to Power Two. We got Three of Swords. Yo, a lot of heal in reverse. A lot of healing is taking place with you. You know, you healing, man. Or you already healed. With this sunflower standing out, you just so bright. You so, people feel hope when they with you. People can be going through the worst of motherfucking times, y'all. And you come around and people like, yo, I may be feeling this pain, but I wanna live again. You stop people from committing suicide. You help people realize, if I keep fighting with these particular set of people, they either gonna do two things. They gonna defamate my character, or they gonna try to physically harm me. So they're trying to put me between a rock and a hard place. And I feel like I want to fight my way out. But I'm starting to see I've been fighting with them all this time. My character's still been getting defamated because I've been speaking my truth to them. I've been getting abused because I'm speaking my truth to them. So, dear God, help me. You got people surrendering to God, the universe, source, whoever it is they believe in. They connecting with their ancestors again. So if anybody out here trying to harm you, let me tell you something. Other people's ancestors are protecting you too. Think about this. If you watching this pile and you know people trying to come up against you, you know people trying to put fear in you that will take your life. They know they can't take your life. You got other people's ancestors protecting you. You got people's ancestors protecting you who you woke up. where the person that you know, they was just like, I'm ready to throw the towel in. It seemed like every time I try to get back up, I keep getting pushed back down. What the fuck is going on, bro? And then you came and somebody was like, I have hope again. I don't know what the fuck going on, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna be all right. So you waking people up. You waking people up so much to the point you got people from your past learning hacking skills and trying to scare you from speaking your truth. You got people trying to tell you, well, we'll take your home from you. We're going to take your stability from you. They don't know you got so much support. If they kicked you out, well, you have a home to go to where it's peaceful. The people doing all this illusion magic. In fact, I want to understand what this is, because I got somebody that did a death threat, and they did a death threat right on this live, and then they also was like, it's some hacker type shit too. You know, hackers, when they do death threats and when they do like, we'll take your stability away from you, they don't do it like we gonna, you know, take it. Like they don't do it straight out like we gonna take your shit. They try to put like little hints, you know, and somebody sent me rent. Okay, then. Do what you gotta do, boo. Don't hold back. But you waking people up to the point where people's ancestors looking out for you. You know, you helping people realize, like, I know I gotta keep going. I can't give up, man. I just can't give up now. All right. So we got a lot of cards, and I want y'all to understand it. Like, I want y'all to understand how impactful you are if you chose pile 2. You are so impactful. You don't have to come in and tell people, this is who I am. This is what I do. People can feel your energy. Now, people who are low vibrational, they just get envious and jealous and they start evil eyeing you. But people, you know, who are going through it, ready, if you chose pile 2, you meet people when they're ready to commit suicide. And it's like they the type of people no one would suspect they're about to commit suicide. These are the type of people where they will have been fighting for so long. They would have been pushing themselves to keep going. They might have put on their favorite clothes, hoping like, shit, man, I hope to God I have a reason to keep going. And then they meet you, and it's like, there's a reason I got up this morning. There's a reason I'm feeling this pain, and there's a reason I'm still here. You meet people who are close to suicide, like days away from it. Literally, pile 2. And the ancestors would have been trying to get their attention, and the people just going through it like, and you come in, and like I said, you ain't got to say nothing. You ain't got to say, this is what I do, I'm here, this is who I am. Your energy speaks waves, and they leave feeling better. They may not have spoken to you, they may not have said nothing to you, but they leave feeling like, you know what? I ain't gonna give up shit. They leave feeling strong. Like, and when I say they leave feeling strong, they're brave enough to embrace their vulnerabilities. They're brave enough to look at what someone said was weak about me ain't weak. I want to understand why they keep trying to bring up something from the past. You send people on a whole spiritual ascension to the point where they start healing and releasing shit. They go from the caterpillar to the butterfly. So you got people brave enough to walk away from people who ain't gonna stop fighting. You know, like I be having people call me. I be having people try to interrupt my lives and shit like that, thinking I'm gonna get huffy and puffy, and I'd be like, do what you gonna do, boo. The purpose you're teaching me is to just expand my mind with a new perspective. Angel number. So my live just interrupted, and it was like this when I left. All right. And I saw it, and I was like, what? you know, I felt this in my chest. I was like, let me understand what's going on. So 313 is a very important angel number. If you caught this in pile 2. Okay, so I see what just happened here. I was at 1 hour and 18 minutes and some change, and it went back to 52:31. All right, no problem. So whatever didn't come through didn't come through. Okay. Basically a lot of stuff got erased, and whatever it is that you catch at this point. So something funky just happened with my live, y'all. I literally was recording at 1 hour and 18 minutes and some change, and then all of a sudden it just stopped, and you see this right here. And then I go back to resume live, and it goes back to 52 minutes and some change. So I don't know how this is gonna show up, but like I am so excited to do the playback, cause like, yo, I ain't never had nothing like that happen. Then I saw angel number 313. So let's just basically, if you are, this is pal 1. I don't even know when this thing started, but if this is pal, actually no, pal 1 started after 1 hour. So if I'm going back at 52 minutes, I'm actually curious what I was saying during that time, because I never had a live freeze like that and go back. Most of the time when my lives like kind of stop, it goes back to where I was. Before they have stopped like that, I'm just gonna be like, you know what? Thank you. Thank you. I don't know what's going on. So, but I'm trusting the process. All right. So basically what I was, how I don't, whatever you heard at 52, go with it. But what I'm picking up, something magical is happening, because my live just went from 1 hour and 18 to 52 minutes and stuff like that. It's like, wow. Yo. So basically, to sum up pal 1, because I feel like I just traveled into the future and then traveled backwards. Pal 1 is about self-love, okay? Pal 2 is about healing with self-love. And pal 3 with this Ace of Wands. I'm actually not sure, but I'm about to get into that. But we have Mother Mary conception. Okay, we have Archangel Raziel, mysteries. So then we also have unconditional love. Then we have Archangel Jophiel, joy. And I don't want to, Archangel Shemiel is unconditional love. And we have Lord Ganesha, removal of obstacles. So with my live just going like, and then back 5 5 5 5 55 55. Something big is happening. Something that is due to you. Something that's owed to you. It's like something that you're passionate about. Something big is happening. Yo, it's like something big is happening. Because if it's going from 52 minutes, from 1 hour and 18 minutes to 52 minutes, whatever it is you heard before I started talking about what happened, something big is happening. In fact, I want to understand how it went from an hour. Where's the cards at? It went from an hour back to 52 minutes. Yo, this is cool. What's happening if all right, okay. Archangel Jeremiel, somebody that you're protected from, somebody who wants to be your friend, somebody is having huge regrets. I mean, they're having huge regrets. They want to be your friend, but they're not of an equal energetic exchange. I just saw 5757. Oh, snap. Okay. Guru Ram Das with humility and star seed. Something's happening. Humility and star seed. Wow, what is happening? We have Jesus and Goddess Lakshmi, compassion and beauty and creativity. Okay, so what I'm putting together, something energetically changed for you in a supernatural way. Yo, what just happened here? Let me go check on my food. 5858. Yeah. Yo, what is happening, bro? Thank you. Thank you for this lovely meal. God, my ancestors, my angels. Thank you for this wonderful love-filled meal. And my intention upon eating this beautiful love-filled broccoli is to just, heal and just be. That's good. Oh, shoot. We'll get some more broccoli. Okay. That was 3 layers of flavor. Okay. So, Spirit, what is it you would like me to know? Yo, this cute little phone I bought, it says Friday, June 21st, 10:08 p.m. Actually, I'm curious. What's happening Friday, June 21st, 10:08 p.m.? Source, Spirit, ancestors. What's happening Friday, June 21st, 10:08 p.m.? I'm curious. If I look at my phone and if June 21st is actually on a Friday in 2022, I'm gonna be like, whoa. Self-expression, activism, and celebration. I'm picking up, you're going to be celebrated for something. Something you're doing is so authentic, is going to be well received, well celebrated. Something, a big change just happened. What change just happened? Yeah, you guys are about to really understand how powerful your spirit team is. I think I'm just gonna end this. I guess I'll get a couple more cards, but I think I'm gonna end this here because just know you're loved. You are so loved. When I say you're loved, you have people who love you so much that they help you see when you go too far and how to bring you back home. Okay, you have people in your life who love you so much that when jealous, envious people try to interfere with your livelihood, they allow you to see yourself clearly without judgment. Like, if you only knew how loved you are because of how loving you are, you would know there's no reason to ever worry again. Yeah. We did 6 months from now. Nah, I want you guys to just by the way, if there's anything connected to your mental health breakthroughs are happening. And when I say mental health breakthroughs, being able to see things from multiple perspectives is actually a leadership quality. And you being able to communicate on such a global scale is you're preparing for something big, but not in a way where it's like you need to be scared or anything. What is they're preparing for? We have the energy of green tea, something peaceful. I inhale energy and light and health, and I exhale negativity, darkness, and illness. I am a loyal friend and partner. Okay, so something's happening for you guys. 13 minus 4 equals 9. 12 minus 7 equals 5. So something, look up angel number 9 and 5 saying something's going to change for you guys. And that's all I feel led to say. You guys are being encouraged to just have faith, trust, know that all is well, and thank your loved ones for being here for you and having your back. All right. And we're going to end it here because something just happened and I just want to be present in the moment.